Hello, I'm Deborah Sword. A listener asked a question. In this age of polarized conflict, we break up with friends and family over political divisions. Every conversation risks becoming a conflict. Deborah, do you ever quit trying to have a dialogue? When and how would you quit if it's a waste of time to keep trying? That's a great question. Yes, that polarizing dynamic has become distressingly common, even among loved ones. I rarely quit trying to be conflict competent, but here are four examples where I might quit trying dialogue. First, when I realize a brewing conflict is a monologue that won't ever become a dialogue. In that case, I listen without needing to share my opinions. I'm a witness only, and we continue the relationship. Second, when I listen to understand their opinion and they don't want to listen to me in return. Perhaps you've experienced this. They talk over you, interrupt to argue, maybe insult you. If I speak in that case, it's to demonstrate I understand them and we continue the relationship. Third is when I want to learn more about their attraction to an opinion I find offensive or wrong. I speak to ask questions and express gratitude for feeling safe to explore diversity, and we continue the relationship. Please listen to episode 38 next, where I talk about Dr. Ross's book, Calling In. The fourth circumstance where I will give up trying dialogue happened to me quite recently. My friend has a strong position on a controversial political topic. I understand her opinion. However, in my opinion, her facts have been disproven. Rather than argue my facts against her facts, which is usually unpersuasive, I asked her about her reasons for believing what she did. She wasn't able to explain beyond insisting her belief is correct. I asked if she'd listen to my explanation of the topic's history and the data sources I've researched. She said she wanted to, but soon cut off my outline of the history, saying, "Well, that may be true, but I know what I believe." I had to choose. I could point out that she'd cut me off. I could insist on continuing. I could probe her reasons for not hearing me, or I could quit trying. I chose to quit trying for three reasons. First, strong beliefs and opinions are sticky and hard to change. I wasn't going to convince her. Second, she's allowed opinions on subjects that go to her identity, values, and belief systems, even ones that are contrary to facts I know or believe are true. I saw no point making her unhappy over our disagreement. The third reason is about the quality of relationships. I don't need friends to agree with me on everything. Giving up on a dialogue does not necessarily mean giving up on a quality friendship. I can have interesting conversations and enjoy her company while we avoid some topics. I can see a friend less often, or we can share activities that don't require we have that particular controversial conversation. As well as boundaries around topic and time, I manage my expectations. There's no point getting angry or offended when someone isn't everything I want them to be for me. I have friends who dislike movies, so we don't go. I have friends who hate shopping. We don't shop. I have friends who love adventure, and I call them when I want to hike or kayak or do weird things. When I manage my expectations, I no longer wait for one person to satisfy every interest I have. Managing my expectations makes me more accepting of all that other person is able to offer. The relationship continues of similar quality with a boundary. Someday, when the controversy ends, hopefully she and I will be able to discuss the background to our different beliefs. She can also decide whether or not to continue our friendship. The last part of the listener's question was how to quit trying. I don't throw up my hands, yell, or stomp off. I'm honest. I say something like, "I see you have a strong opinion that's different than mine. Let's change the subject until it isn't such an emotional landmine, because our relationship is important to me." In summary, there are times I listen without engaging, times I set boundaries, even times I quit trying dialogue. I always try to be conflict competent. I always manage my expectations. A key message of Conflict Owner's Manual is that you choose how to respond at each and every point in time. Thank you for listening. I hope you subscribe to our podcast, like it, share it, send a text. We love hearing from you. And please ask more questions. Thank you.